Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So just recently, the lawsuit that was filed against P Diddy and Harv Pierre and a third person by the young woman who, if I'm not mistaken, was 17 at the time that these allegations took place, who also wanted to stay anonymous by using and going by the name Jane Doe, is coming back into the media once again because apparently, allegedly, they have been describing her as having a public facing identity, which means she's a public figure. She's possibly somebody who we've seen before on social media, to some degree. So we could possibly end up knowing who she is if her name is revealed in those documents, those legal documents, which she has requested they not be and to be titled Jane Doe for her own protection. And it has to be that way because, of course, even though she's coming out here and filing this lawsuit, there are still people who support people like P. Diddy and Harv Pierre, that third person that they haven't named yet. And also, there are just people who, we have to be 100% honest, hate women. They hate seeing people be vindicated. They hate seeing people file lawsuits and get large amounts of money for things that have been done to them. What we need to wrap our heads around and unfortunately come to grips with, a hard pill that everybody needs to swallow, is that unfortunately, the chances of P. Diddy facing actual prison time for what he has done is in the trash. It's low. It's possibly non-existent. He's too protected within the industry. He has too much money, too much fame, too much power and influence. It is sad and unfortunate that he can't be held to the same standards and accountability as normal individuals. But because he's P. Diddy, 9 times out of 10, he's not going to face any jail time. So the only thing these women and allegedly men can do to get some kind of retribution for what they have been put through, for what happened to them, to have him meet some kind of accountability, is to sue him and hit him where it hurts, which is in his pockets. They might not be able to have him put behind bars, but they can certainly try and make him go broke. And that's exactly what I hope happens. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. Now, it's sad because this particular situation, there was this back and forward between the documents, like I said, that has her actual name sealed in them and whether or not they should be released, and her basically saying that they needed to be, not released or whatever, unsealed, whatever is the lawyer jargon that they're using. Because if her identity is revealed, and make no mistake, I'm sure P. Diddy does know who she is. We just don't know who she is. But if her identity is revealed to the public once again, that is going to be bad for her because she will have to, like I said, face public scrutiny. Yes, there are a lot of people who agree that he was wrong. They feel like she's telling the truth. They are on her side, so to speak. But there's a lot of people as well who feel like she just wants money from him. And if her identity is revealed, they will probably harass her. I talked about this before on this channel concerning a particular situation between 2 celebrities who, had a relationship that exploded in real time. I'm not going to bring up the particular situation, but there are people who will weaponize social media against their victims. They fall out with somebody, they do something they have no business doing, and because they are mad that they're getting caught up, possibly caught up on some charges, or they're going to have to pay some money out, they're being sued. Now they're angry and they're running to the internet to use whoever's stupid enough and malicious enough to be weaponized against that person. We've seen this happen before, especially in the Black community. So nobody should sit up and act like, oh, that's not the truth or that's not the case. Once again, I'm going to always default to the R. Kelly situation. When those women came out, there were other women. That's the crazy part. It's one thing for the men to come out and be like, oh, you're lying. He makes great music. Why are you trying to bother this man? But there were other women who were lacking in empathy and just chalked it up to, oh, y'all are lying on him. Y'all are just trying to bring a black man down. And we've talked about, like I said, people reducing it to a surface level issue before, instead of seeing it for what it really is, because they're just stupid, like I said, or they're just plain straight up malicious. They're being hateful towards these people. They have no empathy in their hearts. They don't want to see the situation for what it is, and they don't want to see that person, that celebrity who they worship and lust after, their preference, whoever it is, for the person who they've been, we're just now seeing now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the main people who wanted her identity to be revealed in court, like I said, the documents, the sealed documents, were P. Diddy's lawyers, allegedly, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, the other crazy people on the internet who just want to see who she is. So, like I said, they could harass her or cause her trouble for coming out about P. Diddy. But there were some people pointing out that that might not be the smartest thing for P. Diddy to do. He might want to try and shame her by revealing her identity. That might not be the smartest thing for him to do, because if he does that, that might actually help validate the claims that she's making, the allegations that she's making against him. Let me paint an example for everybody. So while everybody was going through the documents, and I've mentioned before I wasn't going to post them on this channel because they were very graphic, what she had alleged that they had did to her multiple times, that they had, multiple individuals, if you will, that they took turns, etc., that she was so traumatized that she fell onto the floor in the bathroom, basically in the fetal position, and had to have somebody help her get up off of the floor so that she could leave. On top of the fact, allegedly, that she was on some substances. There was a lot of points where she kind of, blacked out, so to speak. How she got from point A to point B, she wasn't even sure of because of allegedly said substances. Also, that she was trafficked. And mind you, this was a child. She was like 17 at the time. So imagine, just think if somebody saw this going on, saw her with them, saw her getting on a plane with these two individuals, saw her with P Diddy somewhere along the way, or saw something go on. Somebody just so happened to be passing along. They heard something, they witnessed something that they wished that they hadn't because it was so traumatic to see. And they realized that that was that woman. Now they can come out and say, oh, that's who that was. Oh, yeah, then she's telling the truth. So like I said, that might not be the best thing for him to do. Like I said, if he's trying to do that to shame her, or if he ever gets it in his goofy mind that he wants to do that to shame her. And I do hope that it does backfire on him if he even has the gall to even try that, be so malicious, so bold, so disrespectful, so heinous to even attempt to do something like that. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think of all of this down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all all have a very blessed, beautiful, and safe day.